old clapperoo, like Rick just called it. He was so encouraging today. Rick was like, "All right, guys, let's have a great podcast." Like almost like he had. Well, you're the leader and the
keeping us in a good mood.
The producer, basically going, "Hey, listen, they had a shit podcast last week, so come on, guys, let's."
No, we talked business at the top, so we were all like.
We were talking some business
mode. And then Rick was like, "Hey, Renee, don't forget to roll the cameras."
Yes.
Because we haven't made that mistake. I haven't made that mistake in a long time. I've been pretty good about hitting record on everything. I hope I didn't just jinx
I am
it.
having a shake for lunch, and I'm just praying to God I don't get the shits.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Well, you look beautiful.
I was like, what are you about to say? You know what? I'm a little worried. I think I might still be scarred from the one time I wore white pants on a podcast episode. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's really brave." So these pants are off-white, and I'm hoping that it wasn't a bad choice.
And you look great.
Thanks.
And I was laughing because last week we were talking about how, when I come home off the road after not sleeping, how I'm expected, to produce and to be a present. And Renee gets off the road on my schedule, and she's like passed out, sleeping at noon. And then this week.
What happened this week?
Well, this week there was no Steve to load luggage into the car because I had to go. And then Rick, oh my God, dude, all this. I'm sore. And I think it's from loading the luggage. I'm like, yeah, welcome to my job.
No, this is where you leave out.
Welcome to my job.
This is where you leave out very important details.
The elevator did not work.
Both elevators at our hotel this weekend were broken, and it was me and the kiddos. On top of that, for whatever reason, this hotel didn't have pack and plays. So now we're traveling with like extra shit we would normally have, like a pack and play. And we're on the 4th floor. So I had to take, because I was with the kiddos, had to take like 4 trips up 4 flights of stairs with all our luggage.
Normally that would have been me. Normally that would have been
road manager Kyle and opening act Dave. Like it would have been a whole team effort.
And not you.
I didn't bitch about it that much.
It would
all
not
I
have
said
been
was I'm a little sore from
you.
taking the steps.
But speaking of Old Salt Coffee, thank you so much, guys. I always forget to do it. Like
your segues are the worst.
No, because I know that people, they don't want to hear about sponsors.
They'd rather hear about me bitch taking 4 flights
But
upstairs.
without sponsors, we would not have this podcast. So
true.
I want to make sure to take care of the sponsors right off the bat.
Yes.
So that we can get into the meat and the juicy stuff. So Old Salt Coffee. Remember, guys, Trevino 10. Now, the cool thing is our challenge coins are coming. So we have special Steve Trevino challenge coins.
You've been working on those for a while.
Yes.
I can't wait to see them.
And we only have 1,000 because my goal is to get 1,000 people as subscribers on Old Salt Coffee with the code Trevino 10 so that I can make $1,000 a month.
I just think that's
for
such a
my
cool idea.
Veterans.
You love your coins and your collection.
Oh, I take it very serious.
A really
yes,
cool idea.
And then of course Aztec Chevrolet. I got it. I can't tell you enough. They will take care of you. They will treat you like a human. They will be kind.
I have a cousin who just bought a truck. Actually,
yes.
They helped her out. They were very sweet.
So thank you, Aztec Chevrolet, and all the boys and girls over there working so hard. And then of course, pick Cherries. Hey Rick, is it fixed on Android?
As far as I know, I have not heard anything that it was not fixed. So I'm assuming it has. I just have a rich person's iPhone.
I know.
No, so everyone who has an Android, download it and let us know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's working. It's
not. So let's get into the juicy stuff.
The juicy stuff.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm wearing this great hat that was a gift of mine, and a gift to me, and we will talk about it. It was Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
I have to say that I'm a very, very lucky man. We made plans as to what your gift is going to be for Mother's Day. And we're going to work on that. But you weren't like, I have to have it on Mother's Day. It has to be here. And I think that as your relationships become more difficult and time consuming.
More difficult?
Well, time consuming with kids and with activities
right.
and all the things that you do in life, that I really appreciate you not having this pressure of what are we going to do on Mother's Day kind of attitude.
Oh, but it works both ways, right? You're like, I don't need anything for Father's Day. Like,
I don't need anything for anything. But we did bring you a cake on stage in McAllen.
Yes.
And some flowers.
It was very sweet.
And we celebrated pretty much the weekend there. We took our kids with us to McAllen.
I hadn't been to McAllen in forever.
We have a new Miss Betty.
We do.
Yes.
And this was like her crash course. She started Monday and she has family down there. So she was like, I'll go with you if you want. And we were like, oh, we're going to find out if we like each other real quick.
Yeah. And it's interesting because Garrett was a little iffy about the new Betty. And her name is Rebecca. I don't want to just keep calling her the new Betty.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because, gosh, we love Betty. And we miss her. And
Garrett was like, but I've known Miss Betty my whole life.
Literally. Yes, he met Betty when he was a year and a half.
When we moved to Texas and he started daycare, yeah.
Well, we had already moved to Texas, but when he started daycare at a year and a half, he's known Miss Betty his whole life. And it's interesting because you do wonder. You're like, oh my gosh, man. I mean, we're in this routine with Miss Betty coming to the house. We know what she does and how she does it, and she's wonderful.
And I historically don't handle change well. Like that transition just makes me a little anxious and nervous.
Well, we were nervous, and the interesting part is, so far, Rebecca is equally as capable, and it's funny because they're so very different people.
Yeah.
And we're very happy with the new Rebecca.
The new Rebecca?
Well,
the
new
Miss
girl.
Betty.
But we are gonna miss Betty. But Garrett was like, he's like, I don't know, Dad. I don't know. So we went to.
I told him, I said, look, I think this trip to McAllen will be a good opportunity because he's in school all day. So he hadn't had much time with her. And I said, I think this will be a good opportunity for us to like travel together. We'll spend time together in the car and can chat. And
so Rebecca came with us. We started off with 2 shows Friday in McAllen, turned into 2 more on Thursday, sold all 4 shows out at this really great.
I mean, fast.
Yep, you go ahead.
The show sold out fast.
Tell the story.
That's all I want. Oh, already, Steve.
I'm just saying.
Clearly, Mother's Day is over.
It's very over. It is very over. But we added McAllen to the tour, and it was hard because, I hadn't been in McAllen for a couple of years because of COVID and everything that was going on. Decided to come back. Surprisingly, an amazing turnout.
Yeah.
Right. And then I did 2 shows Friday. Saturday morning, I got to be at the airport to fly to Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
To do a charity event for a charity that has been around for 130 years.
Yeah.
It started off as an orphanage. And now they do a lot of work with pairing foster kids with foster parents, and just a wonderful, wonderful organization. And they always get me with the damn video. We did Josh Abbott's benefit, and I'm such a man. I get all fucked up, man. And they always show this video of like. Josh Abbott, for example, has a thing called Jab Cares. Josh Abbott Band Cares. His wife is hugely involved. They raised several $100,000 for sex trafficking. And they show this video, and I got to go outside.
Yeah.
So same thing. They put this video of this foster family. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm going outside. Like, and then Anna.
It's so hard to come in and make people laugh after that.
But I got a big heart, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can sit through stuff like that and you don't care.
Oh,
Like,
shut your mouth.
Nothing happens to
that's
you,
not
but I have a
true.
big heart and I watch this stuff and I get emotional about it,
Yeah.
But that was our weekend. And Friday, road manager Kyle says, Steve, there's this woman that really wants to meet you. She brought you a gift.
Yeah.
The gift is this hat. She was amazing. She came backstage. She told us the story about she had gotten COVID and the COVID virus paralyzed her.
It caused like complications with something else, I guess. Some underlying
Nerves.
condition she had. Yeah.
She could not walk. She found herself in the hospital battling COVID, not being able to walk, and isolated, socially distanced, nobody in her room, by herself to overcome what she did overcome. And she said, "Oh my God, Steve, I just watched your videos over and over and over again." She goes, "You mean so much to me.
Yeah.
Renee means so much to me." And she then had to teach herself how to walk.
Physical therapy to relearn how to walk. Yeah.
And number one, I want to thank her for the gift. I want to thank her for the kind words backstage, because it really means the world to us. But I also want to thank her for bringing a little perspective,
Yeah.
Because I think that sometimes in life we lose perspective.
Sure.
Sometimes as a parent, me and Renee are overwhelmed. We're frustrated. Delilah's acting up, or she's teething, or whatever, and we become frustrated. We become like, God, this is hard. And then you see a parent with a grown kid who maybe has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
You see a parent with, sometimes you see these kids who are bound to a wheelchair. And you go, fuck, I'm a dick. Here I am complaining and...
Our problems are not that big.
Yeah, completely losing perspective as to what it truly is to have to work so hard for your kids.
To struggle, to overcome, yeah.
And it's like, man, and you see, and then it was funny because in McAllen, we're at the Papados, which, by the way, can we get a Papados in New Braunfels? What the fuck? What do I got to do to get a Papados in New Braunfels? Something.
Buy into the franchise.
Please. I will buy a damn Papados. Y'all need to buy tickets so I can make more money, so I could then put a Papados in New Braunfels. Rick, do you and Gigi ever go to Papados? It is freaking delicious. But we're at Papados, and I'm sitting there, and this family walks in with a, late 20s Down syndrome kid. It's a grown man. And you can see that the parents are still having to tend to him, and it really puts things in a perspective. And her telling me the story, and we lost people during COVID, right? We lost, I lost a very, very good friend to COVID, and it hurt, and it makes you have perspective. But then you think about, man, this woman, here I am complaining about my COVID situation, and several people have lost their lives and friends and family to COVID. And then there's this woman lost, and the best line. Do you remember what she said?
Oh,
You go ahead. I'll let you, because now you're all quiet. Now you're all quiet. That's what I love about the podcast. It teaches lessons.
No, but she goes, and look at me now. I'm out tonight in my high heels.
Not only that, but I don't know if you remember, I go, man, it must have been so scary. I go, and you must have lost hope. And she goes, no, I never did. So quickly. She goes, no, I never did. She goes, I am a believer.
Oh,
she goes,
faith, yeah.
She goes, I have faith. And I knew that I was going to pray and that I was going to overcome this. Yeah. She did not fucking hesitate.
And it's just like, what a beautiful spirit that there was no feel sorry for me. There was just, she was like, you could tell. She's like, she just wanted to come back there and meet us. And it was so important to her to let us know that we helped her get through.
Yeah, her note.
That your comedy means something.
Her note's in the bag. Can you grab the note? Did you grab the bag?
No, let me go get it.
Okay, I will talk while Renee goes. But it was, Rick, it was so, it's the messages like that people bring to us that, it makes me feel so great that I'm able to impact somebody's life in a way that is so positive and so great. And she had this attitude. She came in from San Antonio, and she had this attitude, and she brought her best friend, and she was like, I was going. She goes, you're not in San Antonio for a long time. I had to see you. I had to come backstage. I had to talk to you. I had to bring you a gift. And she just had this let's go attitude. And it goes back to
It wasn't in the bag.
It wasn't in the bag?
No, it must be in your truck or something.
It goes back to last week's conversation of, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, of the mind being such a powerful tool.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She had it in her head, I am going to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat this. I am going to recover. I am going to learn how to walk again. And she was going to make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, and look, don't get me wrong. There's obviously some things that physically just cannot be recoverable.
Yes.
Right? But I do believe in miracles and I do believe in faith. And I think that using your mind in a positive way is the way to succeed.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for...
Because I'm bummed we don't have that card because we can't name her by name, but meeting her was such a gift.
It was awesome. And
Meeting her was such a gift.
Again, I love it. That's the stuff that, man, it makes me feel great. And you always wonder too, I always tell people like, man, you know, people come up to me and say, well, you know, thank you for this or thank you for that. I'm like, selfishly, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, do I do things out of the kindness of my heart? Yes, but those things also fill my heart with joy. Those things also make me feel great.
Yeah.
You know, and that to me is, and then again, to go to this charity in Omaha.
Oh, before you talk about Omaha, I just got to say the other thing about McAllen. Can I chime in?
Now you're asking permission?
Well, I was going to say, am
now
I
you're asking
allowed
permission?
to chime in?
Oh my gosh, I love this podcast, dude. And now what's happening is people are going to be like, Steve was mean to Renee.
I know, he doesn't let me talk.
And now she doesn't feel like she can talk. I'm like, oh my God, dude. You're a fucking genius, bro. Your tactics are fucking
I'm not
genius.
a bro.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but what I thought was cool about McAllen is when you do the meet and greet and we saw people after the show, there were several daughters who came with their dads.
My daddy, because they love that
It made me
bit.
think like, one, we don't see that in a lot of cities, I feel like. What is it about McAllen that lots of daddies and daughters came? I wonder if it's like a Hispanic culture thing, but also...
No. You just noticed. It does happen. And
Yeah?
it has, oh yeah, all the time. You know, my dad brought me, I had to bring my dad. You
I
know.
loved it.
But I think sometimes too, they're hoping to hear the daddy joke. My daddy, you know.
It made me think of that shirt you used to sell a long time ago that said... raised by daddy to be spoiled by my husband. And I was like, that's such a good one. Maybe we got to redo it or bring it back or something.
I need your help.
Okay.
We did finish the chicken coop. We have finally finished the patio. It is all done. And Renee and I are in a big fight because finally in my life, I own a house with a swimming pool and I don't have swimming pool furniture. So what are we going to do about that?
I am working on it. No, see, okay, you have to be honest about it. It's because for a long time we were at a stalemate because you did the whole patio. You redid the patio at the last house and we bought brand new furniture for that patio. Well,
this is so great. Yes, we are at a stalemate.
Then
This is so great. Please continue.
We moved into this house and that patio furniture does not fit. It's a little too big and bulky for this patio. And we have this beautiful Spanish style home with a Spanish tile roof. So I just want different furniture that goes with this house and
so there is no
with
stalemate.
This house.
There is no stalemate.
No.
What's happening is
you
because
wanted to use the old furniture.
Yes, and I said, for now, let's use the old furniture so that we can have our furniture for now. And then in the future, we can then start replacing this furniture. But we spent a lot of money on this furniture. It's very, very comfortable. It works. Let's let it work.
No.
Now, what is happening is, and we're learning on the podcast.
You didn't let me finish.
Please finish.
You didn't let me finish.
By all means.
So then you did the whole big outdoor thing by the chicken coop, and that needed furniture too. So I said, why don't we take this furniture that I don't think works at the house anymore and move it out there? And that way I can get pretty new furniture for the house.
And then I said, the problem is that the furniture that we have has cushions. And the cushions and there is no top, there's no it's not covered out there. The cover is the trees, and all the stuff and icky stuff that comes off the trees gets on the cushion. So,
and I said there's an easy solution for that: patio furniture covers.
So basically, I told Renee, I said, well, that's going to create more work for me. It never creates more work for her. It creates more work for me where I have to take all the cushions in. I got to take them into the barn. And then when people come over, Steve's out there taking them back. Now, my point that I'm trying to make is I said, let's make this furniture work. It is comfortable furniture. It looks great. I understand that you're saying it's too big, but that is a matter of opinion. Now,
no, it's a matter of space.
What we're learning is that Renee basically said, oh, there is no stalemate. Renee basically said, I am not buying shit until you agree to move the furniture that I don't like out there. That's what we're learning.
Because why are we going to spend money for furniture out there and keep the furniture at the house that we don't like? Let's just move that furniture out there and get new furniture that we love and that fits for the house.
You got it. You got it, boss. And I have learned, and if I would have just fucking not fought, and if I would have said, yes, ma'am, 6 months ago or 4 months ago, if I would have said, yes, ma'am, let's do exactly what Madam Captain Evil Renee wants.
I thought we were over this argument and past it, but I can see it in your eyes right now and hear it in your voice. You're still very upset about it.
We would already have furniture, but Renee will put her foot and heels into the ground and go, all right, motherfucker.
My very good looking high heel.
Yep. All right, motherfucker. You don't want to do what I want to do? Then I ain't going to buy shit until we do what I want to do.
That is very strong language. It's not that serious.
I'm just saying. Rick, does that happen at your house?
Oh my gosh, yes.
See? Ultimately, what we're learning on this podcast is, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Or why do you have such strong feelings about the patio furniture? Like,
why do you have such strong? Wait a minute. Did you just say?
Let me have this one.
Did you hear that, Rick? Why do you have such strong feelings about? I don't. Let's make it work. Easy peasy. You're the one with the strong feelings, making sure that Mama's gonna get what Mama wants.
Okay, y'all missed it, but I posted on my Insta stories. He took me into Home Depot, and you were gonna buy some ugly ass lounge chairs for our beautiful home.
I'm trying to encourage. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to have some lounge chairs for my pool. It is so sad out there. It is so fucking sad.
It is. There's not because we don't have anything. But I'll do it.
The other day, I was eating watermelon, sitting on the waterfall. I was sitting on the rock waterfall eating watermelon because Renee insisted that furniture go to the back before she does anything.
No.
So let me ask you this.
No. You took it back there for the baseball party.
You
can bring it back temporarily. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, but who has to? Again, Rick, I have to take it back out there and then I have to bring it back temporarily. Does Renee do any of it? Zero.
Oh.
So have you picked out lawn furniture for our patio, for our pool?
Not yet, but I am working on it. I'm scouring the internet to find every perfect piece.
You know, the sad part is I work so hard and I'm on the road all the time and I just want to come home to enjoy my home. And I'm sitting on a waterfall rock eating watermelon. Because my wife will not fucking...
There are chairs there, y'all. You say it like there's not a chair for your ass.
I'm sitting on a rock.
There's a chair out there that
eating
you can
watermelon.
sit on.
Sad.
You are so damn dramatic.
Sad.
I'm glad you make a living out of it.
That was good. See? People are going to like that. And then, Rick, on another note, before Renee and I have to cancel this podcast... we can't find the Amazing Kreskin documentary anywhere.
Oh, someone asked
Somebody
me too.
asked.
Yeah, someone said I can't find it on Netflix.
Let me try and find the link and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please do, because Renee and I got into bed and we always like to watch a
We found
little...
something else about him. There was like something else about him.
There was some like shitty YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
That was on there, and I was so excited, Rick, when you brought up the documentary, and several people reached out saying, hey, where's this documentary? So, if you could let us know where it is, because Renee and I are still very interested and still want to watch it.
Yeah.
And then another thing that Renee and I are trying to coordinate with some friends of ours. I think we want to sneak away. Oh, by the way, same topic. Got new dates for Vegas. December 2nd and December 8th, I will be at the Mirage in Las Vegas. So I'm super excited about that.
Yes.
It's going to be complicated because it's Thursdays.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to figure out how we're going to do that.
So I'm going to have to figure out what I think I want to do is go ahead and get those weekends off. And I think I want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the first week in Vegas, and then have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And then do Thursday, Friday, Saturday the next week.
That's a lot of Vegas. I feel like 2 nights in Vegas is really all you need. You and I go back and forth. I come back from Vegas so dehydrated, so exhausted. Like that's a long time to be in Vegas. I
come back happy and richer and more enthused.
Wait, okay, but does this mean 2 handbags? Since it's
yes. Yes, whatever you want. I'm in. You want. We have learned on this podcast what mama wants, mama gets. And if mama don't get it, heels are in the dirt.
A handbag on the first day of each trip? I'm sold.
Handbag and a hand job, let's do it.
Oh.
So Renee and I were trying to figure out, and by the way, somebody asked you a question and you were like, Vegas. And I was like, what?
Oh, it was actually Rebecca. Rebecca was asking, where are our favorite cities to travel to? Where have we been?
And blow my mind, Renee goes, Vegas. I was like, what? I got emotional.
I said San Diego with the kids, I think is my favorite if we're doing as a family, or Florida. There's so many great Florida cities. But Vegas with you. And it's probably because you're in such a damn good mood every time we're in Vegas.
That made me so happy.
I think that's probably the biggest part.
And I've said it before. I think what makes Vegas great for couples. I mean, Rick and Gigi went last time.
Yeah.
It was so nice to have a nice dinner with them.
Yes.
We
don't ever sit down and have a long meal like that where the meal is the event.
And we talked and we hung out and I also think it's an opportunity where there's nothing to do the next day, responsibility wise.
Yeah.
Right. You're not, even when you go to a beach with the kids, it's, we got to wake up early. It's going to be pool time. It's going to be this. We go to Vegas without the kids. It's tomorrow doesn't matter.
Or part of the Vegas schedule is, you're going to have a nap. You're
but
I'm going to need it to go all night. So
I don't need naps, but yes.
But mama does.
Right. But there's the opportunity to have a guiltless nap.
Yes.
Right. And we get dressed up. We go to nice dinners. Right. We go out at night and hang out.
Yeah.
And chat and catch up with friends. So Renee and I, because last time Vegas was so chaotic because I was performing.
Yeah.
Renee and I want to sneak away and do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just me and you.
We were trying to do it this week, kind of around Mother's Day, but it just didn't work out.
It didn't work out because of my schedule, but we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I know that Gabe and Lori are talking about going out there for their summer vacation. And Lori's so funny, dude. She will not fly.
They're gonna drive to Vegas.
She doesn't fly. Lori does not fly.
I guess I forgot that.
And I've learned the older I've gotten to, when I was younger, I'd be like, oh my God, you're being silly. You're being ridiculous. I felt the same way about depression. And as you get older, you realize that, oh no, it's a real thing.
Yeah. And if it's going to keep you from enjoying your trip, then what's the point?
It's very real for Lori, right?
Yeah.
It's very real for my mom. My mom gets crazy anxiety when it comes to flying. But yes, they are going to drive. They're going to drive. And maybe we'll meet them. But I do think that me and you need a 2 days where I'm not working.
Yes.
And it's just me and you.
2 days, 1 night, or 2 days, 2 nights, or 3 days, 2 nights. What is
Depends on how much I win. If I win a lot of money,
until you get there. You have to plan before you go.
Did I see Rebecca? Rebecca, are you over there?
She is.
Come on in. You can sit right here,
You
hon.
can sit here.
Rebecca wanted to see the podcast go down. You're not on camera. You can sit right there. But I think, and we were talking about, and I'm not going to name any names, but we were talking about, sometimes I think people forget to have fun with their spouse.
Yeah.
And I think that me and you have been so lucky that, we enjoy hanging out together.
We have fun. You know what you said the other day, and I like. What was it that you said the other day that I like watching trouble? Like that's part of the reason I'm with you is I like you watching you get in
Renee
trouble.
loves fucking chaos. Renee loves inappropriate language. Renee loves chaos. Renee loves people getting freaking wasted.
When you said that, I was like, I don't like watching people get in trouble. Like that sounds bad. But do I get a kick out of watching you put your foot in your mouth? Yes.
You know what I want you to put in your mouth?
Stop.
Thank you. Set me up. No, but I we were talking about it, and I think that sometimes couples forget to be more than husband and wife, more than mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Let's go on a date. And I think that me and you are really good at that. Me and you are really good at let's hang out together. Let's have fun together.
We enjoy being silly together, I think.
We love getting rowdy, even though you cut me off.
But as you get
usually.
older, that's harder, right? Like it becomes harder to be silly together. Just like the pressures and stresses of life. And
I try. It gets harder for you.
Yeah, you don't grow up.
I don't grow up. But I think that you also have an innate sense of I have to be super mom.
Or I have to be the responsible one.
Like for example, Thursday night, Rebecca was with us. Rebecca was taking care of Delilah. Rebecca was staying in the room next door. We start having drinks. We start talking shit at the Cine El Rey. I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to have a good time. And Renee immediately is like, no, let's go. Because you have this sense of...
I did. I felt like I had to go back to the hotel in case Delilah woke up because it's still so new. I was so worried about Delilah not, the first night in a hotel, we never know how it's going to go when we travel someplace. She's getting way better at it, but you just don't know. And I was so worried about her waking up and Rebecca having a hard time getting her back to sleep or Delilah being freaked out and me not being able to help.
And I understand all of that. But you have a sense, because don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Right? I am thinking about, okay, I don't want to be too drunk, right? I don't want to be wasted.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Oh, come on. I could drink 2 bottles of Crown, no problem, and I had like 3 drinks. But no. I definitely am aware, okay, I still have to be dad.
Yeah.
Right? The kids are still here. But I assess the situation and go, everything's handled, and my goal is to not be wasted. But I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And I think that in the back of your head, you can't have a good time. I think a lot of moms go through that.
Yeah. No, and you kept saying, I'll wake up with the kids in the morning. I'll wake up with
them. Because I will, and you know I will.
But in my head, I'm like, no, you won't. I'm going to be up with the kids in the morning. Like,
That's not fair because had you said, yes, you wake up, would I not wake up?
But then I also feel like I can't do that. Like it's your job, you're working, like you have long days and have to be full Peter at night. Like
But if I'm as a husband and we're out, you're dressed up, you look beautiful. I look good because I've been looking great lately.
I know. A lot of my Instagram comments are, a lot of my DMs are about how good
Why
you're
are you taking it
looking.
off of me? Did you see Rick he switched cameras? I started flexing a little bit and he was like, and then he switched cameras. But what I'm saying is, what is there to worry about if your husband then comes to you and says, hey, tonight? Because I've always told you, right?
If it hadn't been a work night, I think I would have been like, okay, yeah, you can wake up with the kids. But it was, I knew you had work the next day.
But we have Rebecca, and Rebecca is smart and responsible and very capable. And it's like, hey, Rebecca, we are going to sleep in. So if you don't mind in the morning, can you grab Garrett and Delilah, take them for a little walk? She has the keys.
Yeah.
Hey, take them to breakfast, right? But I think inherently and I've always said this, in a busy life, in a busy schedule, for a husband and wife, I always look for moments.
Yes.
I will take 100 moments in a month. And Renee goes, well, I want the day. I want 2 days. And where we don't do anything at all, and it's just us. And I understand that too.
Let's take a vacation. Like, let's block out the chunk.
And I understand that.
Mentally.
I understand that too.
Yeah.
Right? But like for me, was it yesterday or the day before, you're in the butterfly garden, and I walk into the butterfly garden, and we had 20 minutes.
It was Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day, we had 20 minutes there that was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
We sat on the little swing that I put up way before you've done anything. And we sat on the swing together. And that 20 minutes was a wonderful moment for me. And I will take those moments and take those as that was the moment for me.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need the whole day or 2 days or a vacation in a busy life. I honestly believe that instead of looking for, I can't wait for our 2-week vacation. And when we're on
2-week vacation, who's getting a 2-week vacation?
Well, people get 2 weeks. That's what they get. They get a week here and a week there. I can't wait for our week in Cancun, and that's when I'm going to have my moments.
Yeah.
I think you're missing out.
Yeah.
I think you're missing out at the times that, sometimes me, you, and Delilah and Garrett are sitting at the dinner table, and Garrett says something really funny.
Yeah.
And we're just at the table as a family. That's a moment for me. And what I do is I gather all these little moments throughout the month and make them fill my heart.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that I wanted to take that moment Thursday. Hey, let's take this moment.
No, I was too much of a stress and anxiety ball. I needed to get back to the hotel to my baby.
Right. And all you kept thinking was, I got to get back to the hotel. I got to get back to the hotel. I got to get back to the hotel. And Steve, it's getting later. And, Steve, when are we going to go? And
it was 2:30 in the morning, by the way.
My point is, but even if it was 2:30 in the morning, what I'm saying is you had that anxiety the whole time.
Yes, it was on my brain the whole time. Yes.
The whole time.
While you're on stage, it's on my brain.
Right.
Yes.
The whole time, you were very excited to be in McAllen so that you could see the cousins that live there. But your whole thing was, I want to meet my cousins. I want to say hello. I want to be there for them. But I got kids. I got things. I got to go.
Yeah.
So then you missed all that day of moments.
Yeah.
Instead of going, hey, well, fuck it, I'm here.
Yeah.
Right? I believe that Rebecca's capable. That's why we hired her. And I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to joke around. But instead I have the on guard mom. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. You were out with worried mom on Thursday night, not fun-loving wife. Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Partner. Teammate.
Yes.
Road dog.
It's hard to be
Homie.
all of them sometimes.
It is hard. I think because I'm a large child that I like to have fun, but I would also
because I'm a large child.
But I would say that
I should make you a shirt that says that. I'm a large child.
I am a large child, and I'm okay being a large child because
why? Finish your thought.
No, because fucking Jennifer Bailey's talking shit right now as we speak.
Speaking of vacations.
She put, I'm dying over those ghetto ass lounge chairs that Steve wants. I'd rather not have any chairs. Oh my God, dude.
I love it. If she only knew that's what we were talking about right now.
God, I hate her
and
so
that's
much.
why I love her.
I bet you do. You Captain Evils find each other.
She has a Cabana Boy too.
She does have a Cabana Boy, poor Jeremy. But my point that I'm trying to make on this podcast today is that sometimes you have to find those moments, and I'm always finding those moments. I'm always having fun.
Yeah.
However, wouldn't you say that I'm also responsible?
Oh,
that
sure.
if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If I say I'm going to be up in the morning, I'm going to be up in the morning.
Yes, you're not a deadbeat dad, no.
Being a responsible dad, doing the right thing, but I still want to have fun.
Yes.
And you don't want to have fun.
That's not true. I think sometimes that is, what do you mean I don't want to have fun? You started this conversation talking about how we go to Vegas and we have so much fun together. And now you're like shitting on me and saying I don't want to have fun.
No, what I'm saying is that when we go to Vegas.
Tell me what you're saying.
When we go to Vegas, you are fun and you are amazing and you always look beautiful.
Yes.
But it's because you're able to then, because everything had to be right.
No, that's not true.
We've set up the kids to be with grandma and grandpa. We've made the plan to be out there. There's no kids tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's true. Yeah,
you got your handbag. You got your new fucking bag, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've made plans so that I don't have to stress and worry. I'm not sure what the problem is there.
No, and I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I think that a lot of moms go through what you go through.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying that maybe there's moments where you go, maybe I don't need to be stressed. Maybe it's under control. And tomorrow morning, I don't have to be super mom. Right now, I want to be super wife.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think we're learning that you felt a little neglected this weekend.
No,
happening?
I was excited because you looked beautiful. You came to the shows. It was Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sweet. I get to have a drink with my beautiful bride, the mother of my children.
It's Mother's Day weekend, but it's about you.
It's not about me. It's about us.
Okay, fair enough. It's about us. Yes. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And I was bummed because, and I'm not mad at you.
But I think to say that, like, I don't think to say that I don't want to have fun is unfair. Like, I love New York City. When we go out to New York City,
no
like,
kids.
I love it, but you don't necessarily love it as much as I do.
Okay, great
and you
point.
stress and you worry and you're like, let's move our flights earlier so that we can get back to the kids.
No. Okay, first of all, it's not fair. You're bringing shit up from like 4 trips ago when Garrett was like a tiny little baby and you wanted to go home too. So don't be bringing that shit up. My point is that I do not like New York like you like New York.
You don't.
You don't like Vegas like I like Vegas.
Sure, fair enough.
However, when I'm in New York because you love it, I'm down. Good attitude, Steve.
Yeah, but I'll go out without you sometimes in New York. Like,
Let's
I'll
go
walk the streets or go shopping or go grab a coffee or whatever without you while you poking out of the Batcave, while you hang out in the hotel room because you don't love it as much as I do.
You go shop. But my point is that I will stomp around New York City with you. I will have a great time. I will be in a good mood. And we will do it because you love it. And I know you love it. And all I'm saying is that, and it's completely different because you'll do the same thing for me now in Vegas. I'm not going to bring up old shit like you bring up old shit. But now that when we go to Vegas, yes, you block it off and you go, Steve loves it. I'm in. Let's have a good time. We now have our favorite restaurants. We have our favorite places to go, right?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that those moments, those little moments, it's hard. And I get it because it's the mommy brain.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying is that maybe Thursday have the attitude of, I have it under control. I don't need to get drunk because something could happen.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have a really great time. And I think that the mommy in you and the super mommy in you, because you are extra, right? You were fucking let's go, activities. Maybe sometimes take 2 hours in the morning to go, I'm going to sleep in because I want to have fun with my husband.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, there's only so much time, right? Obviously. And like, especially with Delilah right now, like her little brain is such a sponge. I want to maximize it. And even with Garrett, I feel like he's already turning into such a boy. He's not like a little kid anymore. And so it's like, I feel like I have to squeeze out every moment with them.
You're talking as if I don't feel the same way. I feel exactly the same way. I am just willing to sacrifice sleep to do it all. I'd rather do it all.
You're a crazy person with your sleep, though. I can't function.
I'd rather
like
do
that.
it all. I'd rather have fun at night and wake up in the morning and not sleep and be there for my kids. I want to do it all.
That's hard for me. I can't be good mom, good wife, and be like delirious because I haven't.
Okay,
slept.
first of all, you're calling you good on all those things. You're average. You're average wife, average. I'm kidding. But no, it is, that's why I think that we need to find those 2 days for me and you
Yeah.
to go to Vegas, to be husband and wife,
Yeah.
boyfriend and girlfriend, have fun, dance, and get your head out of the I have to be super mom.
Yeah.
Right. And look, we're lucky
I
because
have to be super mom and I have to pick out patio furniture.
which isn't going to happen.
I don't know why I brought it back up. I don't want to have this conversation with you anymore.
Rick, and I don't want to do this to you, but I would love for Rick to go back and find out how many weeks it's been since we've been talking about furniture for this home. It has been
Oh, we talk about
months.
furniture all the time.
What's that, Rick?
I don't have that much time.
Exactly. Exactly. No, I mean, I have built a full-on patio that lights up the trees.
Okay.
I have built a chicken coop.
You know what Rebecca said too? The other thing Rebecca said that was brilliant is she called you out on your shit. And she was like, "Oh, Steve, you just like to complain about stuff."
Oh no, Rebecca's definitely picking a team, and the team she's picking is Captain Evil. But as time goes on, like this podcast, as time goes on, you will fall in love with me, Rebecca, and be on my team.
No, speaking of Captain Evil, I have to let everyone know we have a batch of cups. There's a limited number of cups, but we have a batch of cups ready to put in the mail, and people can go to your website under the merch section and order a cup if they would like a Captain Evil cup.
Captain Evil cups on sale. Way to distract.
You said Captain Evil. It was a perfect segue.
We have been here. It'll be a year
Can we move on?
next month.
Can we move on?
No, let's just do a little tally. Is it a year next month?
August, when Garrett goes back to school, it will be a month. We moved
a year.
a year. We moved in literally days
Right
before he
school.
started kindergarten. And so I feel like you're not being unfair. I mean, I feel like you are being unfair. We had Delilah, who's little. Garrett started kindergarten days. Like, we were moving into this house and I've got a child starting kindergarten, having to be ready for school. Then before you know it, it's his birthday. And
I feel like I pulled a cord.
You did. It was his birthday. We threw a big party. We hosted Thanksgiving here. I hosted a party here at Christmas time, and then we had Christmas here at our house, and then it's New Year's, and we travel, and we're not home that much. And I had said, once we take down all the Christmas decorations and we've been living in this house a little bit, I will assess the furniture situation. And that's happening. We have living room furniture ordered and coming on the way. It's happening, Steve Trevino.
Did you order it?
I did, yeah.
Did you pay for it and order it?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Whatever mama wants, mama gets.
Yeah, right. Like, it's that easy.
And I was wrong and you were right. Why would I even bring it up on the podcast? Why would I do that? I'm so stupid.
Shut your mouth.
Everything I do is wrong.
Well, yes, but still.
I think we're overstaying our time, and I think people are like, oh God, they're becoming them.
You're becoming you.
I do. It is. Sometimes I forget how much we share on the podcast because it's me and you, right? And then people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I was totally on your side," or Renee was right, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I forgot we talked about that on the podcast." People know everything about. They'll be like, "How's Delilah? I know she was sick." I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I forgot." But this week I am in Wisconsin. I'm in Milwaukee, and then the week after that I am in Buffalo, New York.
Yes.
And then the week after that I'm off.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, and we're going to go to Rockport. And Rebecca, are you coming? Is Rebecca coming to Rockport with us?
No, we haven't gotten that far.
Yes, we're going to Rockport, and hopefully we'll see the family. And I gotta.
But you got Pittsburgh, you got Boston, you got lots of cool cities.
A lot of cool cities.
Jacksonville, Florida. People were asking when you're going to go back to Florida, and I was like, he's in Florida a lot. Just check the calendar.
And I'm bummed. I mean, me and Dad haven't been talking, and I got to call him. I got to fix that. I mean, we got very, very aggressive with each other, and it bums me out because I know I need to fix it.
Yeah.
So I need to call him, and hopefully when we go to Rockport, he'll, I can fix it before then.
Go fishing.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take him fishing or something. But this has been our podcast. Thank you so much. Aztec Chevrolet, always, always, always thank you. Old Salt Coffee, pick Cherries, download that shit.
Yes. Thank you for coming along for our nonsense and our shenanigans.
No, but I was telling Chief, it really does help our relationship. Don't you think?
Yeah, because normally I'd want to strangle you and walk out of the room.
Exactly. So you sit and you actually listen. No, but it is the hour where we don't focus on our phones.
Yeah.
Where you're not thinking about being super mom.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
And we are here having a conversation as to how the week went. Uh-huh. And I honestly think that more couples should remember, hey, why don't I just go get that moment with my wife, maybe go have coffee, right? Get a babysitter for coffee.
Yeah.
Ask mom and dad to watch the kids while you and your husband on a Saturday morning sit down together, turn your phones off, have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Talk about the week, talk about the kids, talk about life. And find that 1 hour where it's just you and your wife.
Yeah.
I think it'll help. I hope this helps.
I was going to say, we don't do date night. Like, I have friends who do a weekly date night. We don't do a weekly date night. We do a weekly podcast.
We do a weekly podcast where Renee treats me so much nicer than she normally would. And maybe do that too. Maybe film it. Maybe go live at your coffee conversation so that you guys can be nice to each other. But we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. SteveTrevino.com. Please join the mailing list because the way that social media is working now, the algorithms are so weird. It's getting harder and harder to let you know that I'm coming to your city.
Yeah.
So please join the mailing list at SteveTrevino.com. And we are updating the website.
The website's getting zhuzhed up. A new look.
And then we're also working on something really special before the shows. So 30 minutes before the shows, you will hear mine and Renee's favorite music. You will see clips from the podcast, images from our life, and kind of an intro into me walking on stage.
Yeah.
Maybe give them all their favorite bits, right? Maybe put a couple of bits in there.
Oh, some of your like oldies that people love that you don't do in the set anymore. That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to doing that. And then all the theater dates are selling out fast. SteveTrevino.com. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Goodbye.